So that slide, it is clear or having any doubt in that,
All good
guys?
for now.
Okay.
No doubt, no doubt.
No doubts.
So basically, what I have done, I have divided the entire series into 10 segments. So basically, these are not the sessions, these are the segments. Means we may have to schedule 2 classes or 3 classes for a particular topic. Okay, but these are the categories you can consider. So right now we are here. We are discussing the prerequisite and the introduction, what is required, right? And from tomorrow onwards, we'll go with the practicals and we'll learn how to configure the delivery controller and other core components, and we will install it. Then we will configure the Citrix hypervisor, or if you are having any like other good hardware, what you can do, you can go with the that particular hardware, means maybe with the VMware or Hyper-V as a hypervisor. So it's totally up to you. I will guide you. Why? Because Citrix, it always supports all the hypervisors, whatever is available into the market right now. Then we will create our first Citrix site and we will add the delivery controller to that site. Then we will create the master image and we will install the virtual delivery agent in that particular image. Then we will create the virtual machines like machine catalogs. Then we'll publish these virtual machine to end users with the help of the delivery group. And then we'll configure the storefront server. Then we will have to test our deployment, whatever we deployed. And in this particular session, we will act as end user and we will test the resources, whatever we publish to the end user. And that 10th session or 10th segment, it is for troubleshooting and real-time disaster recovery. If something went down, how to fix those kind of real time scenario based things. So that is the plan. Now basically we are here right now, and from tomorrow onwards we will go with the practicals only, and today's session it is for introduction only, so that's I'm covering right now. Any doubt
Okay.
guys here in that segmentation?
No doubt so far. No.
No doubt. What about what is delivery controller?
As I told you, that is a core component, core server in Citrix, and it is responsible to manage all the queries and connection to process. Means if any of the user is trying to access our resources, right? Initially, it will hit the storefront server, then storefront server will forward that query to a delivery controller, and then it's a delivery controller task to forward the query to the respective servers. So basically, it is a Windows server addition. And inside the Windows Server machine, we have to install the delivery controller, Citrix delivery controller.
Okay, Mahesh.
Now, so as you can see on your screen, the virtual machines, what we have to create. So, first server, that is our domain controller, and that is our Active Directory server. And in that server, I have installed Active Directory role and DSCP and DNS just to reduce the hardware utilization in my lab. Second, that is your Citrix delivery controller. DDC stands for desktop delivery controller. And inside this server, we will install each and every Citrix core component and we will configure this as a delivery controller. These two servers are our hypervisors, Gen server 01 and Gen server 02. And at the top of the hypervisor, we will host all of our virtual machines and applications. And these two machines are the end user machines, like client machines. And With the help of end user machines, we will try to access our resources, whatever we have hosted on the hypervisor. So as you can see, all of this is my domain controller and all of my machines are joined into my domain. So my domain is techmtech.com. In your case, you can configure Active Directory server with whatever the domain you would like to choose. You can select anything. You can give your name as well. Okay. So now coming to the hardware requirements. So as you can see, 2 plus 6, 10, 10 and 2, 2. So 20, 26, 28, then 30, at least 32 GB of RAM is required to deploy the data center for the smooth operations. Now, coming to the okay, now coming to the skill set and requirements. So basically, like first we'll discuss about the tech skills. So in technical skills, you should know like mhm, like basics of Active Directory and Domain Services, that is your ADDS. Some basic knowledge of DSCP. If any of machine is not getting the IP address, how to fix that, and some knowledge of the DNS. Like if any of machine is not getting ping with host name or the IP address or vice versa, right? So in that case, you must know like there is something wrong with the DNS. Although like DSCP and DNS, it will be taken care by the network team only, but you must have to report them now if any of machine is not getting IP or there is something wrong with the DNS. Now, now it is going up. Okay, so now coming to the hardware requirement. So basically, to set up a lab, I need at least CPU. It should be i5 or higher, and it should be at least 8th generation CPU. Now, coming to the memory requirement. So the RAM at least 32 GB is required, but if you can manage to afford 64 GB, that will be very, very good. And slowness will not be there. Now coming to the storage. In storage, I will recommend to have SSD with 512 GB in size at least. Now coming to the software requirement. So we'll go with Windows Server 2022, the latest version, or you can go with 2019 as well. It is completely fine. And in desktop operating system, we'll go with Windows 10 or 11. And these ISO files are available at Microsoft website at free of cost for 180 days. Okay, if you have link, you can Google it. If you are unable to download, so please let me know. I will share you the separate link, okay, of Microsoft website. You can download it from there. Then the Citrix ISO files. So Citrix ISO files, first we will be requiring Citrix virtual apps and desktop ISO file. After that, we will be requiring Citrix hypervisor. Citrix Citrix hypervisor ISO file, and then we will be requiring one application which is a GUI tool to manage the Citrix hypervisor, which is known as Gen Center. Basically, that Gen Center, that is an application, and you can install it on any Windows or Linux device, and you can connect your hypervisor to it to create the new virtual machines and other stuff. So the Citrix ISO files that you can only get from the corporate account. So you will not be able to download those. So what I will do, I am having all those files on my Google Drive account, and I will share my Google Drive link to you. You can download all the Citrix ISO files from that Google Drive link, and you can create one folder by name Citrix or Citrix training, and you have to keep all the Citrix ISO file inside that folder. Okay. And for software like Windows Server, you can download it from Microsoft website at free of cost. Okay. If you are unable to do so, please let me know. Any doubt here, guys?
Yeah. Yes, Mahesh. So this whole lab will be carried out. Is that something that you talked about, which is available on a rental basis, or this is something we have to do it on the hypervisor type 2
I
kind
will
of?
rec- I will recommend to have type 1 only. Okay, you can go with type 2 as well, but in type 2 no, operations will be very slow actually.
Okay.
So if you are
So
unable
you
to
think
manage
if
if you are unable to
yes.
manage type
Mhm.
1 hypervisor, please let me know. I will arrange the lab for you on rental basis. Okay, so that is not an issue.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
when you are preparing for the data center operations now, you cannot go with VMware workstation and Oracle
Mhm.
VirtualBox, right? That will never work.
Okay. Even if the laptop has 40 GB of RAM and 1 TB of SSD, will that help or no?
Bro, listen, you cannot
Hmm.
deploy type 1 hypervisor over type 2 hypervisor. Means
Hmm.
you cannot create type 1 hypervisor on VMware Workstation Pro. Okay.
Understood. Okay. Okay.
Means if you want to do so, you can do it, but you will have to wait, to install the very basic applications. It will be very slow in
Hmm.
response. Okay. And that
Understood.
is
Okay.
known as the nested virtualization. Okay.
Makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah, if you need
And
something,
one.
if you need any help, we can discuss offline. Okay, that is a recorded line. We cannot discuss everything here. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. And the last question I have is regarding the previous slide uh, about the net scaler. Is that will that be a part of the lab as well or no?
Are you talking about this slide?
That's right. Yes.
So basically, NetScaler, it is a firewall or load balancer, as I told you, right?
Hmm.
So NetScaler virtual machine we will create after the data center for load balancing, right? Initially, we have to create the basic infra, right? Then
Understood.
only,
Okay.
then only you have to put the NetScaler, okay?
Okay.
And
Makes
that
sense.
NetScaler, it comes under the L2 and L3 kind of roles, okay? Not at the basic level.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so initially we have to deploy the basic lab. Okay,
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Thank you.
Ryan, do you have any doubt?
No, no doubt.
Yeah, I think you are quite good now.
No doubt.
Okay, and what about Sarath? Are you fine?
Yeah, no doubts. I am fine with explanation.
Okay, guys, so please do ready tomorrow with your hardwares and we will continue with practicals. And Ryan, like tomorrow is Thursday or Friday, what it is? Okay, tomorrow will be,
Thursday.
I think, Friday for me, but when we will connect, it will be Thursday for you, right? Thursday night for you.
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. You both guys are from the same time zone, is it?
I'm in New
Uh,
York.
Okay.
Yeah. And what about you, Davinder? Where are you?
I'm in Eastern Time Zone, EST.
Which
So
location? Which location?
that would be Toronto. Toronto.
Toronto. So time zone is same or different for both of you?
Not sure. Ryan? Is it same or different? Are you in CST?
Well, it's 9:30 now for me. What time is it for you?
9:30. I have right now. Yeah, I think we're in the same time.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So, Davinder, once you enroll, I will add you into one WhatsApp group. Okay, and you can keep in touch with Ryan and other guys. Okay, and
Sounds good.
if you have any doubt, anything, you guys can mutually discuss the things at your level. If you are unable to sort out the things, I'm here for sure. Okay.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, Mahesh.
Okay, guys. So, if you have anything to ask, you can ask. Otherwise, we are good to conclude the call.
Sounds good. Good night.
Yeah. Good night for you, and some morning for me and for Saras. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Have a nice day. Bye.
you too. Thank
Bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.